Happy Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties. Another Monday market moment, the first Monday market moment in March. And today we're going to look at something that happened for the first time. I have not seen it before. Maybe it happened a long time ago. I don't know. But as far as I know, it hasn't happened before. What is it? We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, let's look at the latest stats right now. 4,510 homes for sale throughout San Diego County. It's an increase of 55 from last week with the median list price of $947,000. Average days on market is 48. Total pending sales 2162, up 14 from last week. No change. The median list price $899. 32 days on market is the average. Months of inventory did go back up above 3 to 3.07. It was over 3, went down below 3, now up again over 3, kind of hovering around that same spot. Here's a chart showing total actives and total pendings. You can see the trend line still going up for both. How many homes came on the market last week? 804, 8 more than came on the market the week prior, with a median list price of $979,999. Higher than the week before. New pendings 384, 24 more than the week prior. So 8 more homes came on the market last week than the week before, but 24 more homes went pending last week than the week before. Median list price $899. Average days on market 29. New pendings listed within the last week only 10, and new pendings listed within the last 2 weeks only 133. So only 3% of homes sold in a week or less, and 35% sold in 2 weeks or less. How many homes closed escrow last week? 376, big jump of 84 over the week prior, with a median list price of $899, $894, and a median sales price of $902.5, both lower, but the median sales price a little higher than the median list price. Average days on market 32. Least expensive sale was in Fallbrook, $55,000 for a manufactured home in Fallbrook. La Jolla had the most expensive sale, $9,150,000. The chart showing new actives, new pendings, and new closed sales. Still pretty strong on new actives, a little higher on pendings, but a big jump in the number of closed sales, which is good to see. And those represent the new pendings that came on the market about a month or so ago. Here's a chart showing median list price and median sales price. Here is the reports on housing from Stephen Thomas from a couple weeks ago. The sold report, I want to kind of go over just a few areas of San Diego real quick. You can see some of the areas are having more sales and some are having fewer sales, like Alpine last year in January had 11 closed sales, but this year only 4. Bonita went up though from 5 to 8. So bouncing around, some areas had more, some had less, which I thought was kind of interesting. But like for example, Carmel Valley, even though the price point is over $2 million, we had 29 closed sales in January versus 21. Chula Vista was up as well. So you can kind of see that. If you'd like the full report, let me know. I'll be happy to send it to you. We should have the February report pretty soon. Okay, here's what happened for the first time that I've ever seen. And we've seen this breakdown before of the percentage of the current inventory in the market versus the percentage of current demand. And in the $0 to $750,000 category, usually you see much more demand than you do supply. But this was actually the opposite. We have more inventory in that price point than we have demand. Not by much, by 1%, 33 compared to 32. But we have more inventory than demand, which I thought was very interesting. 750 to a million, we do have much more demand than we do supply. Also more demand by a little bit, up to basically $1.5 million. And then it flattens out and then it switches. But I thought that was really interesting. For the first time I've ever seen more supply than demand in that $0 to $750,000 category. But what does that mean if you're looking to sell? There are more buyers out there than there have been, so price your home accordingly. If you're looking to buy, then you have a little bit more, maybe competition, but more choices as well. So we'll have to see how that plays out over the next few weeks. Here is how San Diego stacks up to the rest of the counties in Southern California. Excuse me. You can see Ventura County, always a little discount because not a ton of activity. But you can see we have a lot more actives in San Diego than we do in Orange County, which I thought was a little bit interesting. and a little bit more demand as well. But the market time is pretty good in San Diego relative to LA, relative to Riverside County, certainly relative to San Bernardino County. And if you look at the West Coast in general versus, so Southern California versus the rest of the West, so to speak, our market time is 87 days. Bay Area is still the lowest at 65, 90 and 95 for the Las Vegas area and the Phoenix area. So that gives you an idea of where we stack up compared to the rest of the West, or at least parts of the West. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan the QR code to track your home's value. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, send me a text. Be happy to answer any questions you might have about the market and how it might affect you. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday in the next Monday Market Moment.